Hi, my name is Diana. I am really glad to meet you. I just wanted to go through week 1 and week 2 real quickly. It might take a little bit longer, but I'm hoping that you'll find it informative. Sometimes it's easier just to do a quick video than it is to try to explain all of this in email. But you're really kind of diving into week 1. You're getting to understand what the difference is between ongoing operations and projects, why there's certain challenges that are related to projects versus ongoing operations, and why there's unique challenges. And so what you're going to start doing is you're going to start learning about different knowledge areas of project management. We're teaching you a process by which, if you go through this process, that you will have more success in coming in on budget, on time, and having a higher quality project. So with that said, each of these templates takes you through a stage of the planning project process. So that's how you kind of have to think about these templates as you're looking at them. And so they have a specific purpose, and they have a specific uniqueness to each area that is critical to the project as a whole. And so what I'd like to do is just go through a couple of the templates that you'll have in week 2. You actually have 3, and just explain a little bit about that before you get started working on the week. So you're now getting an introduction to project management, and when you get into week 2, what we're starting to do is get into the initiating and planning process of a project. And so by doing that, we're going to fill out our first template, which is project initiation. It's a project proposal. If you're in the business world or the work world, wherever you are, education world, you need to probably go to a supervisor or a CEO or a CFO or someone who needs to provide approval for the project. And so you need to be prepared with the information that you want to propose. So this initiation is a project proposal. So in that, you're saying, here is what I plan to do. This is the name of the project. This is the objective of the project. This is the goal. This is the problem that we're solving or the opportunity that we have. And so you're filling out that proposal in detail so that your supervisor or whoever that person is in the role, the president or vice president, can approve the project or evaluate that project against maybe 6 other projects. You might be fighting for resources. So you also have to be able to say, what need is this meeting? Is this regulatory? Is it state or federal? Is this, going to increase revenue? So that decision maker can weigh out of these 6 projects, how am I going to prioritize these? Which will get turned down and which will get approved? So the project proposal is very important. It's bringing in those stakeholders and getting them on board right away. So the next template then will be your stakeholder analysis or your stakeholder management. Your stakeholders are people that might be across departments. They might be decision makers. They might be the ones funding the project. They're going to be anyone who has a stake in this project. And you want to make sure that you kind of analyze who your stakeholders are so that you know who your funders are, who your decision makers are. And that's what that template helps you do. It analyzes each of those stakeholders and what their role is. So if it's not clear to you, maybe you're coming in from the outside into a department and helping with the project, that stakeholder analysis will make it very clear to you who it is that you're going to and who is in charge of each area. The third template is going to be writing the rules. Now, when you get to writing the rules, template 3, you have a choice. You can do either or. You can either do the project charter or the responsibility matrix. Now, when you have a project and it gets approved, you want to be able to announce it to the entire department or division or whoever it is that you're working with. Maybe it's across silos of different departments in an organization. And so that project charter is coming from the stakeholder, the decision maker, the one who's approving it, and they're saying, look, I have put Diana in charge of this project. Here's the name of the project. This is what we're going to be doing. This is when we're kicking it off, and I want you to cooperate with her or him. And it gains cooperation from supervisors who we might be crossing maybe authority lines. It lets everybody know that you're going to be the project manager and that that individual really wants everyone to cooperate with you and work with you. And that's key. We end up in situations often in projects where we don't necessarily have the cooperation, silently or heard, of everyone that's on the team. And so that kickoff is very important. If you want to move into the responsibility matrix instead of the project charter, the responsibility matrix is a separation of duties. It's saying, here are each of the stakeholders or the individuals involved in this, and here is their role. So we're defining clear expectations of what their role is, and each of us knows who is responsible for part A, part B, part C, or process step 1, process step 2, process step 3. So whichever you find more valuable to you, to take these tools back and be able to apply them to a live project that you're working on. If you're having trouble still coming up with a project, let me know right away. We want to make sure that you already have a project that you want to do and that you feel good about it. So let me know, and we'll go from there. I look forward to continuing to work with you. Reach out anytime. You can text or email. I try to be very responsive. Sometimes I do get stuck for about 24 hours on projects where it's hard to respond, but I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible, and I'll try to get your grades out right away so that you can really kind of look at that feedback and evaluate how you're doing, and then either, continue on as you are or change or edit something. So we're going to have a great course. I'm excited to meet all of you in your introductory video, and we'll talk soon. Have a good weekend.